Democratic leaders are slamming the president over a threat to cut funding from several cities governed by Democrats. The president issued a memo directing officials to find ways to redirect federal funds from cities determined to be, quote, anarchist jurisdictions. The memo specifically mentions the cities of Portland, Seattle, and New York and says, quote, my administration will not allow federal tax dollars to fund cities that allow themselves to deteriorate into lawless zones. Officials in New York say they will sue the administration if it moves forward with the plan. And New York Governor Andrew Cuomo posted on Twitter this, quote, President Trump has actively sought to punish NYC since day one. He let COVID ambush New York. He refuses to provide funds that states and cities must receive to recover. He is not a king. He cannot defund NYC. It's an illegal stunt. With us for more, Neil Katyal, a veteran of the Justice Department as acting Solicitor General. He was the Obama administration's top lawyer before the Supreme Court. Neil, thank you for joining us, taking a few minutes. You know, I'm seeing this story. I'm remembering that famous old newspaper headline from the 70s when Gerald Ford was president. New York City wanted a bailout. He said, no, Ford to city, drop dead. That was the story back in the 70s. This is a little different. This isn't a city asking for money. This is a city that already gets federal money, a series of cities that already get federal money. Let me ask you this. What could a president who wanted to defund cities, what could a president do? Is there anything in a situation like this? What would it be?
Well, I think presidents do have a range of powers, but what they don't have is the ability to label, as Trump does, a city anarchist and then defund it. It's ironic because Trump is the true anarchist here. He's the guy who believes no law applies to him. And here he is criticizing cities for anarchy. And it's doubly ironic since these very cities that he's calling anarchic are the ones that are investigating his potential illegality with Stormy Daniels and all sorts of stuff in New York and the like. So, he's made this statement in this memo, which cites nothing, no legal authority whatsoever, no law, no case, nothing. And I think it's going to be struck down faster, Steve, than you can say covfefe. It is blatantly illegal. And any city like New York that has its funds cut off is going to try and sue. Trump did a version of this a few years ago with sanctuary cities. I represented the city of Philadelphia in challenging that. And there were a bunch of Republican judges who heard those cases. And honestly, they were layups. They were easy cases to argue because the law is very clear. Presidents don't get to defund cities just because they don't like the city.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.